Good evening and welcome back to Golden Lap and Season 1, Episode, what, I don't even remember, 7? Is this Race 7? Yeah, Race 7. Welcome back, guys. We're back for another episode in the first season, 1970 season for Night. And we've got only three monies in the bank. So we're just going to go straight into I think it's the Japan race, or maybe that Sake Speedway qualifier. That straight. That is a long old straight. And look at that. That means some sweeping turns, some really interesting corners in this race. And there's going to be a bit of rain as well at the end. Okay, there's going to be a bit of rain at the end. Let's send the cars out straight away. Let's go, and absolutely fly out there. Get your laps in and see what comes of it. And there we go. Laps are done and back into the pit. So we're going to fly through the qualifying here because we want to get tuning. So a 1 and a 1. But other than that, there's not really a lot going. Oh, there's a 5 and a 6. We'll take that. 1 and a 2, a 1 and a 3, a 5 and a 6, 2 and a 4, and another 2 and a 4. And wow, all of our tuning went into the engine on that one. That's a bit of a weird one. We don't usually do that, but it's just what was showing to us. 2 and a 5, 5 and a 19. That was a good one. 16 on the chassis there. Nice. Same again. 15 again. Lovely. And a 1 and a 2 to wrap things up. So that was a little bit more even. You can see that one was evened out. And as we're trying to move up 16th and 18th after the first sets of laps. Let's see what happens after our second laps. We don't really want to hang about in the pits for too long. We just want to get out there, set our laps, and go again up to 10th. But those numbers we will, of course, drop down. There's no doubt about it. We already have down to 12th. Is it still? Yeah, it's still soft tyres right now. 2 and a 5 and a 2 and a 5. A 5. That's almost a golden tune. That will be, I think. 77. Awesome. So there we go. That's one golden tune done really early. Only a 3 on that one. Not great. But we'll see what happens with Romano. Let's go. 5 and a 6. Very nice. 1 and a 3. 3 and a 3. 4 and a 5. We've got to take that. 2 and a 4. Let's do... Yeah, that's not bad either. We're still working mostly on the chassis there for Romano. And Vitali out there, who has obviously already got one golden tune. One out of 3. We're down to 16th, but if we see green sectors, which we do, we'll jump back up to 11th. And it's going to be tough to try and compete with the Hemlock team. I think they are that. I think that is Hemlock, isn't it? The dark red. Out we go again. So 4 and a 3. No, a 4 and a 5 even. Brilliant. Yes. Yes. Brilliant. A risky one and it paid off. Nice. It did pay off. Awesome. And we go out again. Yes and a yes. And, we could maybe focus on the chassis here. Nice. We got a 10 for that. That was a perfect golden tune there. Okay, awesome. So that's one down on the chassis. Now we've got to focus on the other parts of the car for Romano. Of course, with the rain coming down, eventually we will move to inters. Romano's at the bottom right now, but that's very good. Up to 16th. Vitali's still competing up here, looking for points, which is quite nice. But Romano struggling a little bit. Let's go again. Okay. 4 and a 5. Not really much over here. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Awesome stuff. Moving the towards the golden tune a little bit more. 3 and a 4. Nice. 2 and a 5. 4 and 11. 5 and 20. Oh, that was okay. Not great. It was okay, but not great. Let's see what Romano can do on his next lap. There is rain coming. And it looks like white sectors are coming out. No, Romano's still hitting greens. Romano hit greens and got a position there. So that does mean, potentially, we won't lose any position. And Romano could start up at 16th, which wouldn't be too bad at all. Going to go back on the softs, though. 5 and a 6. Or another 5 and a 6, but that could go wrong if we got too much of that. We'd go too high. Or would we? Yeah, we would. It would go... Yeah, it would go too high. So don't do that. Do this one instead. Oh, that's unfair. No. Well, we kind of got messed up by that one, but best we could do. Oh, 5 and... Oh, that's annoying. Why are we getting these at the wrong time? Nice. There we go. We get the golden tune luckily there for Romano. But now I think with the rain coming down, the likelihood of us getting an improved lap time is... It's falling. Then again, there are still some green sectors. Romano can't improve despite a green sector out there. So not the worst. Good effort. And maybe 16th is where we will start. Okay. Nice. There we go. Awesome. We get the golden tune for Vitali. And an 80. Oh, that's the closest you can go. Wowza. Oh, that was close. But again, we get the golden tune. That's all we're really after. Golden tune on both cars. Very, very nice. And the lap times now, they're not going to improve. That's all right. We'll start where we start. 13th and 17th by the looks of things. Somehow Campbell has gone out there and put in green sectors. Are you kidding me? How have you managed that, Campbell? Well driven. It must be well driven. And yeah, there's no more tuning to be had, so we may as well just... Well, there's no real need. There's no real need. There's only 6 minutes to go. Let's wrap things up. We can't improve on our time. And no one else can, because you're going on to Inters, you know, you're not really going to be able to do much at all. We're going to start in 13th and 17th. And let's improve on those positions. See if we can catch Kekkonen and Villalba. They are the two that, you know, they're just out of reach right now. For Hemlock. It is Hemlock, so it would be very, very nice if we could catch them. Because we want to be best of the rest. You know, we want to be best of the rest. That's what we're going to be going after. Okay, there is a bit of rain to start. It's actually... It might be an idea to go on the hard tyre here. And then when we get to about here, we'll swap over. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that was close. Okay. Vitali's up to 11th. Early doors. Romano's moving up the pack as well. Come on, keep going. 11th and 14th. We're going to keep pushing for a little bit. See if there are positions to be had. It'd be very nice if there were. If there were. Still 11th and 14th. No changes. Up to 10th. No, back down to 11th. Would you believe it? Vitali up to 10th. There we go. Into the points. Romano moves above Kekkonen, who's had an awful start. All the way down to 14th. That's not great. Whereas Villalba, would you believe it, up to 6th. Absolutely bonkers. Vitali still rocking it in 10th. However, we've got to calm it down now. Because those stress levels are a little bit too high. And we're just going to rock and roll it on the stress levels, I think. I think that's all we're really going to focus on. Kekkonen is making those positions back and is now challenging Vitali and has made the overtake. We can't really complain about that one. The Hemlock car is pretty dang good. It's a little bit faster than our car. And we've got to play the long game. So that's what we've got to try and do. Let's speed up a little bit. Just go. We don't need to really worry about fuel for a little bit. Our tactic on the fuel is almost always the same. It's hold it up for a little bit and then try and give it a bit of a full send a little bit later down the line. So Vitali is only what? Only 2 seconds behind, but we're into the reds again. Let's calm it down for a bit. And the track is getting a little bit, a little bit drier. It is getting a little bit drier out there. No one started on a wet tyre, which isn't a surprise. Some of them started on the soft, which it means they maybe had a few laps of less control, but then instantly kind of, as the track oh no, Maldonado has crashed from 4th position. Red flag. Session done for a little bit. Everyone's got to get back to the start. We're going to have a restart. And while the red flag is actually, we're on pause. What are we going to go for? I mean, no, I think actually the hard tire is potentially still the right option here. Because we're going to be bouncing between aggression and you know, not aggression. Okay, let's speed through the red flag period. Maldonado with the DNF is not great, but we'll take the position. And now, oh no, that's, there we go. Green flag is on its way, and off we go. Okay, drive. Burn some fuel as well. Burn some fuel. And up to 8th, would you believe it? We're into the single digits. You can't believe it. Romano's also trying to get us into the points with 2 cars. Now that would be something. Oh, would you look at that? The forecast is not actually rain on, you know, on a constant increase, which is very interesting. Okay, Vitali's up to 7th now. Okay, back to 8th. We're still working that hard tyre. This is, provided we don't do anything silly and get, you know, another double DNF or something like that. We're in with a shout of a double points finish, which is something we have not done yet. And I would very much like to try and set lofty targets and work towards them. So, okay, we're into the red, so let's calm it down. How's the fuel burn looking? It's still, yeah, we'd be way over the fuel, way under on fuel if we did do that. The water is going to get a little bit more, but there's still, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. Romano's lost a couple of positions, but it's time to go back to a little bit more aggression. We can't really let a massive gap form to the Hemlock drivers. That wouldn't be ideal. It's already 4 and a bit seconds now. We're on the hard tyre, but that does mean we can go a little bit longer on these tyres. Okay, change it up again. The next forecast shows that it is going to be even drier. So if we can get through this period of wet, where potentially, I don't know, if anyone does come in for wet tyres, they're risking it. You know, I don't think they need to. I don't think anyone will, to be honest. And I'm not going to, while it's raining now, I'm not going to go for the increased aggressive driving style because I do not want a crash. I do not want to crash at all. Even if it means we lose a couple of positions, for example, to Campbell or Steiner or whoever, I'm not going to play silly. I'm trying to think of race points being the target here. You know, race points is more important than I'm making a silly decision here randomly and paying the price, the ultimate price with a DNF. You know, I don't want it. And at the minute, we are still in the points. Campbell looks like he's right on our tail, and maybe that 10th place is going to disappear at some point. It just has gone. But I'm playing the long game. As long as Campbell doesn't absolutely fly off down the road, which doesn't look like he is at the minute. It looks like we might actually get that position back. We are right on his gearbox, and there we go. We do get it back, even without an increase on the aggression levels. So that was a pretty good tactic there, pretty good thinking. And now Rosengvist has got Campbell, and they're dueling behind us. Looks like we might lose a position that we did to Campbell, and Rosengvist is now right behind us. So it's a three-way battle, and then Acosta is just behind as well. And I mean, they're all different teams as well. That's so awesome. You love it when there's genuine competition out there. That's what we like. And we are right behind Campbell now. We are genuinely... Oh, yellow flag. Kukkonen crashed ahead of us. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. What are we going to do? Of course, we've got to pit. I think we go onto the mediums. And Romano potentially goes onto the hard tyre. And if... oh, no, actually, onto the hard tyre. Yes, onto the hard tyre. If there is any yellow flag from here on, we will be able to send this hard tyre all the way to the end. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and play the long game and kind of gamble a little bit on there being a yellow flag. It's a gamble. It might pay off. We never know. Okay, still 4 minutes of yellow flag to go. Which, I mean, look, at the minute, the hard tyre is going to make it. So this might be the right decision to just two-stop it and go to the end. Yellow flag almost up now. There we go. It is now done. Green flag. Let's get racing. The track is still not fully dry, but it looks like it will dry out all the way. Oh, I don't know. Look at that. Tyres are going to take a bit of a beating here. We are gambling on that yellow flag. We are gambling a little bit. We'll see what happens. Okay. Does a fuel burn get us to the end just yet? Not yet. Okay, maybe we check it at lap 30. We check it at lap 30. The car's looking all right other than that right now. Take a look at the pits. It's in the 60s and 50s. Oh, reliability is looking questionable at some point. Cars will pit stop ahead of us and we will get those positions back. We're going to check the fuel again. The fuel burn at lap 30. We're at 29 right now. And there is lap 30. Okay, so what's the fuel burn looking like now? 0.8. Okay, we'll check it again at 32. We'll check it again at 32. Vitali is currently sitting in the points, might I add, and there are cars around that have only made one stop. This race, I want to say it, there's a double points finish on the cards. There really is. Okay, 32 now. 0.7. Okay, still not quite enough. 33. Ooh. Still not quite enough. Still banking on that yellow flag, aren't we? We really are. We are banking on a bit of a yellow flag. I'm sure there will be one. There must be. There's still chunks of laps to go here. There's still a lot of laps to go for there to be a yellow flag. I reckon there will be one. Go to the fuel burn. It's very close now. I reckon the next lap will actually do it. There we go. And 0.01. Okay. Okay. So, slow things down a little bit. We're in 10th, looking to get 9th here from Fonseca. We take 9th. Now, all Romano has got to do is follow Vitali. Follow Vitali, and there is genuinely a double points finish on. Fonseca's got to pit at some point as well. So that's one of the issues kind of out of the window. A yellow flag. Oh... I don't think, even if we did get the yellow flag, if we pitted, that would waste everything we're working on right now. So I don't think we pit. We just bank. We just bank on a yellow flag. Romano making a move on Fonseca here. There we go. We saw that up to 11th. And now Acosta just ahead. There we go. Would you believe it? We're in for a double points finish. And I don't think chasing Villalba is on. He's too far ahead. 20 seconds or a little bit more. But at the moment, it's a double points finish. Acosta is basically working the same strategy as us as well. How are we looking on fuel? 0.1, 0.2. Wow, it's very close and the tyres are going to be absolutely fried. That's why we need a yellow flag to kind of extend the tyres a little bit. Then again, everyone else is more or less on the same strategy here. So if any of those guys pit, it's actually going to give us, a little bit. Got to watch out. We do got to watch out. If Villalba pits, we stay out. If Acosta pits, we pit, I think. I think that's what we do. We're burning fuel. It's going to get wet at the end, though. And we're going to have tyres that aren't working. Oh, this is really, it really is a gamble. It's going to get wet at the very end of the race. I don't know. We've got a decent gap right now to Acosta. It's at 5.5, 5.9, 6.0. So we are actually extending that gap a little bit. All of this worry might actually be meaningless if this kind of stays as it is right now. We've got a chunky gap to Acosta. We're in the points finishes. It would be very nice if that was actually the case. At the minute, it's looking pretty chill. Just following these cars round. Not really worried because Acosta is quite a way back. 10 seconds now. Okay, yeah, we don't really have to worry. We'll just... Yeah, I mean, Acosta might pit and really give us the gap, in which case we could even calm down on the fuel burn as well. It's actually going well. Kekkonen's unfortunate DNF and Maldonado's unfortunate DNF, two cars that would have been above us, does mean that we find ourselves in a position where a double points finish is on the cards. Would you believe that starting this... Oh, look at that. There's a pit onto Inters. There are some cars pitting onto Inters. Very interesting. Very interesting. LaRousse, however, is still 15 seconds up the road. So there's not really much of a worry there. Other cars also going in onto Inters. Steiner back there is on Inters as well. Our tyres are absolutely... I think we do need to kind of coast for the end here. The gap is 20 seconds though, so we've got plenty. And 12 seconds on LaRousse as well. Cars are making stops though. It's very interesting. Acosta is still 24 seconds back, 24, almost 25. And this is the last lap actually. Wow, because we've been lapped, that's Levi Mack finishing. No, it's Moretti finishing. We finish up. Oh my goodness, guys. We have played that race. We have played that race pretty much to perfection. For the points available to us, for the level we're at. We played that to perfection. And we get 3 points. 3 points. Oh, you wouldn't believe it, would you? You would not believe it. We do finish 2 laps off of the leader, which isn't great, but who cares? Who cares? It does not matter. Some cars finish 3 laps off the leader. And a lap there. There was a whole lap there as well. Whew, that is kind of crazy stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, Etolini leading the way, absolutely bossing it right now. We take 3 points, which means we go up to... Oh, Vitali's in 12th on 4 points, chasing Rosenqvist and a little bit too far behind the Hemlock drivers. But we want to be in that 11th place, really. Because we fight for points on the regular, but it would be a little bit much for us to expect to break into the top 10. It'd be very nice if we could. I don't think it's going to happen. But team-wise, 2 points. Only 2 points behind Vernier, chasing them down. It's going to be a nice race at the end of the season. David Edwards is going to race for the next 3 weekends. That'll actually be the last 3 races. And we've got some offers. So, we can definitely do that. Yeah, we'll definitely get the golden tune. Surely, there's no doubt about it. We've got 7 in the bank right now. Well, we would just save all of our money right now. Next up is the Belgian Grand Prix, the Circuit Erst. And then it's Holland. Sorry, not Holland, Netherlands. Nordzee. And then it is Circuit de Casino, which is, of course, Monaco, Monte Carlo. 3 races to go, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. It was a great race. It was a cracking race. We did really, really well. We took 3 points from that race, which is actually the same amount that we've taken for the last 6. There's a point in our first race, a point in South Africa, and then a point in Italy, and then 3 in Japan. Would you believe it? I certainly didn't. think that was going to happen. But I said the double points finish was on. We worked it that way. We stuck to the hard tyre the whole way through. We kept it super simple, you know. No real need to change things up there because the hard tyre was just, we're going to the end. Full send. We're going to the end. And we did. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I shall catch you next time.